the Alesis Vmini keyboard. I started making music a good 20 years ago, electronic music, and mostly horrible noises around the time dubstep was around. And generally speaking, I don't make melodic music, and I've gone through 2 keyboards in the time that I've been making music, and I've decided that I wanted to get back into more melodic music, making melodies and being able to have a keyboard in front of me. But I wanted something that was 1, affordable, and 2, small, so that I've only got a small desk area. Already the packaging is not very big at all. Let's get it unwrapped. So here it is, the Alesis Vmini. Comes with some software, the Pro Tools First and Air Expander. I think there's some other programs that it also comes with. And so this keyboard also has 4 touchpads at the top there, 4 dials. The dials and the pads are lit up, which is really cool. I like that feature. We'll test that out in a minute. And then these are also lit up, I believe. You've got the pitch bends, the modulation, and the sustain button. And also you've obviously got the 25 keys at the bottom. So let's get this unwrapped. So inside it looks like we've got a USB cable, which is ideal. And then we have the keyboard itself, which I have to say is absolutely tiny. That is very compact. Oh, that's interesting. The USB input isn't on the top, it's actually on the side. So that could be nice if you're working on a laptop or you have your keyboard in front of you. There's also a software download instructions card and your usual instructions pack. Initial impressions, this is one of the most compact 25 keys keyboard I've had. The keys look quite small, so if you've got big funky fat fingers like I have, it could be slightly difficult. If you like to play piano, or if you're actually a pianist, this could be quite difficult for you to use, maybe because it's slightly smaller than a full-sized piano. So if we compare it to my Logitech keyboard, I mean, look, it's smaller. Amazing, so compact. I'm looking forward to using this one. In theory, I should just be able to hook this up straight to my MacBook Pro. Oh, look at that. So the lights are already on the dials, that's nice, and then that's very nice. The touchpads are also lit up when you touch them. So if you go down an octave or you go up an octave, it just goes blue, but it gets a bit confusing because you can, like, that's 1 octave down and that's 2, 3, and there's nothing to indicate that you've gone down 2 or 3 octaves, but it's to indicate that you've gone down below normal. So normal's just unlit, and then, oh, these ones don't light up. Oh, I didn't realise that. I'm using Reason 10. Let's get a radical piano in there and let's test this beauty out. I don't play the piano, as you can see, but the only thing I will say is that I like a pitch bend wheel. I just don't, apart from possibly electronic music, piano is just a bit weird. And I've noticed as well with plug and play with Reason, these ones here, I mean, let's chuck a Kong drum machine in, and for some reason you've got a bass drum, and then that's a hi-hat. You'd think that'd be snare, and then that's clap, which is just random, and then that's a tom. So that's definitely for me something that I found a little bit frustrating with plug and play, is that these don't match up with what you'd expect them to match up with. And it's the same with any instrument, piano, synthesizer. They don't seem to be set out properly, so you're gonna have to edit that yourself, and I haven't worked out how to do that just yet. Let's get a Europa in there. So I mean, if you've got with a synthesizer, I do like the pitch bend. Don't necessarily need a pitch bend wheel, you can go in and edit it afterwards, but it would be nice to have, I just feel like a wheel or something small so you can have some better automation. So this is what I mean with the octave buttons. This is normal. This is in the middle, I think, around the middle. And then if you drop one down, it's lit up for going down an octave. But then if you press it again, there's nothing to show you that it's gone down 2. There's 3. And it's the same with the other way. So we're back to normal, up 1. And then the sustain button, again, it's not something, there's nowhere to put a pedal on here either, which if you like a sustain pedal, possibly don't buy this one. But then there's a sustain. And I also don't like the fact that you can't do sustain and then leave that sustained and then they're all being sustained too. So you can't do a chord and then play over the chord because all the buttons will stay the same. For example, if I use a synthesizer, you'll be able to hear this. So we're on the synthesizer, sustain. It's holding the single notes down, and I'd far rather if it just sustained when you've got it held down and you press it, it only holds those, and then you could do soloing or, you know, a lead shift above the chord and it not hold down the button. I found the dials as well really good. I really like how they feel, how they look. They work really well with automation within reason, and I haven't had any problems with them or these. You can use these with effect pads, which has been brilliant. Echo effects, all sorts of different effects where you want to trigger it in. These are really good actually for that, which I hadn't expected. I thought it was only going to be for like drum machines and drumming. So overall, I mean, this is just tiny. So you can see this is a Logitech mini mouse. You can just push it up next to your laptop, and it's just, I mean, this is a MacBook 15-inch, and it's just tiny. It's just lovely to have. I mean, you could take this traveling with you, you could put it in a bag, very compact and easy to use. The thing I will say is, though, it's so compact that these keys are small. I've got relatively big fingers, and I mean, if you're a little bit clumsy with keys like I am, you can miss keys and accidentally hit 2. If you're used to a full-scale keyboard or piano, definitely would recommend getting a bigger keyboard. I know there is bigger 25 key keyboards out there, and this is obviously the Vmini, so it's very small. But overall, I think this is just absolutely awesome. I'm really happy with it. I could take it traveling if I wanted to. It'd probably be good if you play in a live band as well. If you were going to use a 25 key for effects or anything, this would be perfect. You can have it on a rack. It isn't heavy. You can put that in a bag. It's going to be brilliant for tour. You know, it's not like a drum kit or anything. Yeah, overall really happy. The size is ridiculous. I've got a little USB thing here. This is just to compare the size, and it's just, I mean, that's how small the keys are. So it is something to be wary of, but also you're not going to get something this compact that's going to be full sized. I think if you're after compact, affordable, this little thing, you know, branded Alesis, I think it's decent. You know, it's I got it around £40 off of a certain large website, delivered, and it's been brilliant, been really good fun. I can't rate it enough, really. It's doing its job. It's nice and small. If I want to put in chords, if I want to make a nice little bass line, it's just perfect. You know, 10 out of 10 from me, really. This isn't sponsored. Although I do have to say I've got a Alesis M1 Active 520 speakers from back in the day when I was at uni, and that's a good 12 years ago. They're still going. A little bit crackly here and there, but they're still going. Can't fault Alesis at all. That's why I've gone with this one as well, just as a backstory. Let's see if we can make a quick tune. Oh. Yeah, all right, we've had enough of that, but yeah. Good job, loving it.